what we got going on is it doesn't want to boot. I have the GoTech in track 0. If I run this, you'll see it'll like blip, like it's got a bad disk, so I need to look into why. I got it to boot one time. So here we go. Dink, dink, dink. If I actually use the floppy drive, I don't know why it worked one time. I still have no lights. So we're going to be taking this apart yet again. CIAs are working. I've even swapped them. So I think Paula bit the farm. The socket looks like total crap. That's why I ordered the other ones, as you can see by the flickering off and on. Looks like doo-doo. Check it out. So as you can see, like here, it's really kind of dark, crusty. On this side here, it has a little bit of like crackiness near the pins. It doesn't really show too much, but if you look at it on an angle here, this side in the center is not good at all. The lighting is showing you a decent amount, but it's really kind of crappy. I also unsoldered the Paula screwed up. Can you see how screwed up it is? We're gonna put another socket on the Denise when it comes in. I did pick up a pack of now first I looked for a 40-pin dip socket for an Amiga, right? And I found one socket for $13. But if you take the word Amiga out, I got 40 for $3 on eBay, and I did the same for the 48s and the what are these 84-pin PLCs. On the bottom of the board, I've been working on. I do have. You recall that you can see how it's shinier in some spots, like over here, it's kind of clean. And you can see the line of shit right here. That's where I haven't got to yet. The problem is I'm using these face wipes, and when you touch them, they just like literally just fray off into all the solder pins from the bottom of the ICs, and it's a real tedious process to clean. Someone told me to put it in the dishwasher, and I'm like, nah, it took a long time to find this thing. So the CPU, the wire, now I'm getting glare. The wire for my Denise is still okay and holding. I'm going to just do a couple more continuity tests with the chip here removed, and you can see it's in a lot better shape and I have a better access to it. So replaced a couple of caps. Okay, so I got a box full of parts I'm starting to accumulate. After a couple days, we have the entire board recapped, except for 3 16 47s. 1, 2, 3. That's the only showies left, and then everything has been recapped. Last we met, we recapped the board minus one cap, and as you can see by the pile here, I know my desk is just trash, so excuse it. I ran out of the caps that I needed. I have a bunch of non-needed caps. Then I needed some 48 pins. So once again, I did a search for Amiga 3000 Paula Denise socket, and it was like $18 to $20. I got 3 rows of these for $6 by just taking the word Commodore out of the equation. So I have a bunch of these. I don't know if I'm ever going to use all these in the rest of my life, but it's nice to know that I have them available, and you know, maybe some other old motherboards will have them. I also got 2 stacks of the zip RAM. This is 4 megs to go with the 4, so I'll have 8 plus a 2 megs of chip RAM. I have another one of these for, so I'll have 12 total. Then I got the 84 pin PLCC sockets, so we'll be able to do those if needed. But I lost my puller, so I ordered another puller, and then I got a proper PLCC extractor tool. And then also, even though I have one and I wasn't sure, I found an NOS MOS 8364 R7. What were you at? 8364 R7 Paula NOS. It's never been an Amiga. It is brand new. There aren't any scratches on this chip. It is perfectly brand new. It still has the warranty sticker on the bottom. So we are going to be installing that. I could use my Paula. I may use the Paula and test it. I did sand down its thing. This one is a CBM. It's a little bit, I guess, newer revision. 8364 R7. And yeah, this one says CSG on it for the Commodore group. But, you know, this one probably works, so I'm going to use this one. I'll have the other one in case I need it. If you desperately need a socket, shoot me an email and we'll do that. There we go. Boom. We're going to get to soldering this in. I will then hook the power supply back up. I do have to desolder this. Since it's brand new, solder should come right out. Put a socket in it for the Denise, and then solder in the Paula. Triple check continuity to make sure I have everything sorted, and then before we get into any PLCC stuff or even adding any RAM to it, we're gonna put the daughter card in and the power supply. I'll hold it just to make sure we get some activity. Got my Jolt Cola shirt on. Anyway, yes, I do all my videos in my pajamas. So I just finished all the capacitors. I got a new socket in Paula. It's the 48 pin dip. I put the original Paula in here. It looked okay. I got another one just in case. I did not do the Denise yet. She's still soldered to the board. I just wanted to see if this works. I just slid the daughter card in. I got my little plastic thing here, but I don't think I need that. I have the power supply in my hand, but I'm a little bit excited, but I'm a little bit scared at the same time because this is freaking hours worth of work. Okay. Look at that, guys. I'm back. However, let's turn off. I'm not doing this Denise thing just quite yet. Flash floppy 2.1.3 auto boot track 0. I don't know why this is taking a long time to show on the screen. It's usually supposed to show the white color thing. Ball sack and ball sack. Alright, this is install 3.1.4. My jumper is set to S1. I gotta move it to S0. Just to isolate any metal from touching. And I don't have to hold anything, you can see everything. Power. Flash floppy. Install 3.1.4 track 1. No light. Disk access. Paula in the house. Are we booting and install 3.1.4? That's really nice when your hard work actually does something and you blow a couple $100 more bucks. Shit, yeah. Now all I gotta do is get my damn light working. Alright, 2 megs of chip, 4 megs of fast. Install 3.1.4. If you run HD setup, you can get to the super kickstart crap. So this is where you would update a 3000 super kickstart. Or turn your reselection off. So I'm gonna abort that. Yes. Alright, this is S0. Actual Amiga floppy. Powered in. I'm gonna slide it into its little slot, sorta. It was under the MX2 disc. So this is 3.1.4 install. Bingo chingo, making some noise. I didn't even clean this drive yet. I hope it's not all messed up because I don't want it to goop up my brand new disc. Alright, so there we go. 2019 Hyperion Entertainment. entertainment. Alright, let's take this disc out. I think I'm going to go back to the GoTech for now until I get it assembled, and then we're going to put the card in, the Amex card. Should I even? I think I should, but it's working. Do I want to pick the scab? I don't know, it's scary. No power in the board. Puller. That's so much easier. So we could use the GoTech, which is what we're going to do. And, okay, that's perfect. I have mouse, smooth mouse, floppy, insert a super kickstart disc, and DF0. Super kickstart disc, track 1, version 2.0. Inserting, accessing, loading kickstart 2. We should see the Workbench 2.0 screen. Okay, so there's the 2.0 ROMs, and now I should be able to load a Workbench disk, but we're going to load Frontier Elite 2 and let it roll on a 68030 and see how it works. This game is actually pretty daggone hard to play. I just want to see how the intro loads. Ouch. It's no vampire, but you know, it is only 25 megahertz. Seems to be running okay. TCS. Okay, so Frontier Elite 2 works, looks okay. Power on, Super Kickstart Disc 2.0.4. And we're going to say load Kickstart 1.3. What happens if I do that and choose 2.0? I don't know. Maybe I should keep this. How to get that out of the 204 disc? Huh. Interesting. Frontier Elite 2 again, Disc 1 ADF. Workbench 1.3. Look at that. 1987 Commodore Amiga Incorporated. Cool. Keyboard works too. Mouse is working. I don't even know if I should attempt to undo that Denise. It's working. Should I just leave well enough alone? I don't know if I can do that. Oh my god, this is so slow. Hey guys, it's Chris and we're back. It's another day. I then put the socket for the Denise back in and put the Denise in, fired it up, and you saw the results. It didn't work. So you'll notice right here, you're going to see some red little hairs. That's wire, because a couple of the traces apparently were screwed up because of the battery pooing out, or me, I don't know. Just where they go, the traces go into the through holes. So I took the painstaking route and traced to the next point. This is the top halves. Bottoms are different. These are the top pins. So I posted a photo of this. It goes this way actually, matching the chip, of where every single top termination goes to. Now when I write like E115 257 is this IC right here. I didn't write which pin. The Paulas, I did write the pins. 258, and I did for 451, which is up here, I did do it. So that's what I've been working on, and I only had a couple that were broken. I had 26, 29, 35, and 6. Oh yeah, so I tried this crap, $22 conductive wire pen. I guess it's been sitting on the shelf so long. You just shake it up. It's got like one of those like paint pens, and it's a hunk of crap. Don't get that. So I'm going to continue on and get the socket in and wire up my mess. And I have a couple of ground planes to kind of get through. And I'm going to zap back, and hopefully it won't be a couple days later like it is now. I should have left well enough alone. So the next time, I'm going to leave well enough alone. Using brains over manual labor, because apparently in the 21st century, computers can do everything. John the Wizard Hertel, and also the creator of Diagram, gave me the 3000 sheet and told me what to do, and instead of doing all this crazy crap, which I did get a lot of them right, for the tops. So the circuit board is, you know, very complex, but using the software he told me to do, you can press and hold the X key and then click on a line, and you will see, like, whoa. So right now I'm doing pin 26. So pin 26 right here, you can tell it goes right here because it's highlighted in pink. Now you might not be able to see that, but there it is. If I highlight this trace or whatever, it tells me where they go, which is a hell of a lot better than me digging around with a pick on the board following these lines, like, where's this one go? Oh, crap, I lost it. So that's what I was doing. I did it, but this is going to help me get that Denise socket sorted. Well, so that's what we're working. I think I did it after not too long. I had to make some jumpers and crossed different pins on the bottom. I tried to do them on the bottom. I think on. Ouch. The monitor's on. Nothing in here. How will it hit it? I don't know what ROMs these are. White screen. Yes. 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 Okay, so let's stop for a second. Oh my God. What a pain in the butt that was. Let's plug in El Prego here on the side, ever so carefully with one hand. Let's plug in, oh, I said El Prego. The pregnant mouse, I'm sorry. Keyboard is in. Power supply is kind of ghetto. We have the original oh God, I can't even think, I'm so excited. 1.4 ROMs in. We're going to use the 204 Super Kickstart disc in the Gotek here, and we're going to hopefully have mouse function. Yes, we're going to say Kickstart 2 from the floppy. Gotek is running. Now, you think I would have hard drive lights? Or I mean a power light? I don't know if this thing's broken or what. Are they all broken? I don't know. It goes in this way. There we go, 2.0 ROMs. Thanks, John, for that. It saved my butt. This kind of looks funky colors, but it's 2.0. Let's switch the Super Kickstart disc here to the other one. So this is 2.0. This one will be 204. I'm going to go 2 off a floppy. This is Kickstart 2X Super Kickstart. Now when I install my hard drive, the Kickstart file will go onto the hard drive, if it ever works. Well, I'm not touching this thing. It's going back in the case. I'm going to put the other ROMs in though, I think. I don't know. Alright, so it's re-kick-starting into what? 204? 204. It's kind of red, but the colors look okay. Alright, let's try 1.3. 204 it says. So we're just going to choose 1.3 floppy. It'll load off the same kickstart. They're both on there. It should reboot into the white screen with the hand. Oh, I'm tired. Bingo. What's that line down the middle? It is time to put this turd back together in its original case. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put the new ROMs in it. We're going to use our chip puller. So 314 is booting. Okay. 6830 processor was found in the system, but the CPU library is missing. Blah 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 blah. That's Workbench. Alright, let's go install. Turn it off. Turn on. And the floppy works, so we're booting install 3.1.4. So we're loaded. We're just going to turn it off right now and put it back together. This is the coin cell 2032 diode blocking charging thing from Amiga kit, and it just goes in the actual original holes. Okay, one battery installed. I have some memory here that I got, and I'm just going to start in the second bank. So on the 3000 you have banks of RAM. You can see it like on this dip here. So it's 0, and then the next one is 1, 2, 3, and then it repeats. So these are all in bank 0 of each of the 4, right? So you have 4 banks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to populate them. You can see here like bank 0, bank 0, bank 0, bank 0. Well, I got another batch which I'm going to put in bank 1. So each of these little modules is 1 megabyte, so I should have 8. And 2 mega chip RAM. Okay, flash floppy 213, install 3.1.4 in. Dip switch down. Booting. If I take this off the disc out, we should see the red bounce ball, Amiga ball for the Hyperion ROMs. Do I have 8 megs of RAM? Yes, I do. Awesome. So I have 8 megs of RAM and 2 mega chip, and DF1 of course is jumped but unavailable. So real quick, I want to see something. I have diagram too. I got the diagrams. Next step is put a hard drive in. So mouse is working, right click, left click. I'm not worried about the other one. I just want to go to memory and then run a test that all 8 megs of RAM are going to be okay. There we go. Thanks to that little flicker fixer. Thanks, Miss Amber. Pass 1. So we passed the test. We got our, let's stop this, end test. Awesome. Video. Video I'm not going to see because it only does the RGB. Disk I'm not going to see. Parallel. We do have our +5. Disk. That's fine. DF1 is not plugged in. We can end that test. Oops. Quit that. Quit that. Let's get her buttoned up, the AMAX card back in, and get this sucker sorted. Yeah, you can see my happy post over here. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.